Who here is only learning about AI because you're afraid of losing your job? Raise your hands. It's not just paranoia. According to a recent McKinsey report, AI could automate up to 30% of the hours we are currently working by 2030. And you're probably starting to feel like John Henry, looking at that first steam-powered machine coming down to the tracks, making you obsolete. And you are reasonable being afraid. According to a recent Goldman Sachs report, 2/3 of occupations could be partially automated by AI. And we're seeing it across all sectors: white-collar professionals, entry-level hires, even creative workers like actors and writers. Jobs that used to feel untouchable are all in danger now. So what do? Do we panic? Maybe someday, but not quite yet. In this video, we're going to cut through the noise. We'll be looking at the hard evidence of what's happening, explore the very real psychological toll this uncertainty takes, and most importantly, I'm going to give you a concrete blueprint to how to protect your career and thrive in this new era. Right now, it feels a lot like the mid-90s when the internet was going from optional to unavoidable almost overnight. And AI is standing at that same tipping point. But it might even be more analogous to the Industrial Revolution, where entire professions got wiped out seemingly overnight. Millions of people had to figure out a new way to make money and work in a new type of world. While old jobs may be disappearing, new ones are springing up, and you need to know how to do them. A World Economic Forum report projects that while 92 million jobs may be displaced by 2030, an estimated 170 million new ones could be created. In 2023, IBM's CEO announced that the company would pause hiring for back office roles that it believed could be replaced by AI. He stated plainly that he could easily see 30% of these non-customer facing roles, affecting potentially up to 7,800 jobs, getting automated within 5 years. While it certainly does feel like AI is coming for everybody's jobs, there are some careers that are definitely going to be more susceptible to being usurped by AI. The roles that are most at risk are those heavy with repetitive tasks, such as data collection or ones that have routine processing. Things such as administrative support or even some legal work is highly exposed to AI automation. So we're talking kind of the core of the white-collar workforce. Tasks like document review, data analysis, or even basic code are now being handled with AI with frightening proficiency. Personally, I've seen hourly rates for document review deflate since before the 2008 financial crisis when I first started practicing law. Back then, I could get paid as much as $42 an hour plus time and a half, and some pretty sweet perks like catering or rides home. Today, these same types of projects are listed at under $30. That's not adjusted for inflation, it's lower. And they don't include these same types of perks. And these are often jobs for licensed attorneys with hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. This isn't progress, that's AI shaping the value of experience in education. But here's a bigger issue, that the benefits of using AI are definitely not going to the people losing their jobs, they're flowing upward, to the executives, to the investors, and to the companies building the models. Now, this might be great news if you're an owner or in management and you need work done for you. It is not such great news if you're the person that depends on doing that work for a living. And AI isn't just putting your current job at risk, it also might make things more difficult when you're trying to find employment in the future. Just last year, Derek Mobley, a 40-year-old African-American man, sued Workday, the HR management services company, claiming that its AI hiring tools were designed in a manner that reflects employer biases and relies on bias training data. There was such a uniform policy that flowed across Workday's system that a number of different employers were reflecting this allegedly biased AI recommendation system. It would score, sort, rank, or screen applicants. And this is nothing new. In a different example from 2018, Amazon had to quietly scrap the AI-based hiring system that it had been using since 2014 because it was rejecting resumes that contain words such as women's. But even if you aren't being replaced by AI right now, or aren't looking for a job, the constant looming threat is having a tangible psychological impact on you as well. A 2023 survey by the American Psychological Association found that nearly 4 out of 10 U.S. workers are worried about AI making their jobs obsolete. This isn't just about the fear of losing an income, it's about the fear of becoming irrelevant. And when your sense of purpose and professional identity is tied to skills that a machine can now perform faster, it can lead to some emotional exhaustion, or that feeling of being chronically on edge and emotionally drained by the persistent uncertainty of your career. This anxiety does show up in tangible ways. The same survey showed that these same workers who were worried about AI were almost twice as likely to start looking for a new job. They also started feeling that they don't matter to their employers. This creates a toxic cycle, the fear of being replaced, which leads to disengagement, which leads to an employee feeling even more vulnerable. But the solution isn't to just bury your head in the sand and hope that AI goes away. Unfortunately, that is not going to be an option here. AI is not a passing fad, much like the internet in the mid-90s. More and more employers are going to be utilizing AI to try to maximize efficiency and increase their profit. And while there may be some companies who will try to be mindful and considerate about how they're going to add artificial intelligence into their workflow, history has shown us time and time again that many corporations will just kind of jump onto the latest bandwagon without really knowing much about it or thinking it through. In this case, that's unwittingly going to lead to some real human consequences. So what can you do about this? Here are some practical steps that you can take. The first is to map your tasks out. Spend a week writing down everything you do. Highlight the repetitive tasks. These are automation magnets. Decide on whether to automate, delegate, or upscale them using AI. The second is build an AI portfolio. Create 2 or 3 examples of how you use AI well. A polished draft, a research summary, or a small workflow. Show proof that you know how to use it, not just promises that you will. Set your boundaries. Write down what you will and you will not use AI for. Also, treat AI like a junior intern that you supervise. Never just blindly trust it like it's some sort of expert. Stay visible. Share your workflows, publish case studies, and talk about how you're adapting to using AI now. Employers want to see not just that you know that it exists, but that you know how to use AI responsibly. And finally, cross-train. Pair your AI skills with something that AI can't easily replace. Negotiation, leadership, relationships, or deep expertise in a certain subject. That's where long-term value lives. Remember, as a human being, you have a few superpowers that AI does not yet possess. First is complex problem solving and thinking strategically. While AI might be a phenomenal tool for data analysis and it can spot patterns in data sets that a human maybe couldn't, AI doesn't know why it's looking at that data. It can't define what the problem is or question the assumptions or set any strategy. That's still human. Future-proof professionals are the ones who will be able to ask the right questions still, frame complex problems, and use the outputs from AI to make nuanced strategic decisions. So while AI can tell you what might be happening, the most valuable human employees will be the ones who can explain why it's happening and then decide what to do next. The next superpower is true creativity and innovation. Generative AI might be able to create stunning images and write okay and meh text and music. It is a brilliant remixed artist, so it's just synthesizing the vast amount of data that it was trained on, but it doesn't actually have any truly novel ideas. AI can't connect different concepts from unrelated fields to try to create something that's genuinely new. True creativity isn't just remixing. It's about original thought, curiosity, and the courage to challenge the status quo. And in a world flooded with AI-generated content, the ability to produce truly original and insightful work will become more and more valuable. And the third, perhaps the most important superpower, is emotional intelligence, human connection. AI does not have empathy. It can't build trust, can't inspire a team, can't negotiate a compromise, and it can't mentor a colleague. These are all cornerstones of leadership, collaboration, and human relationship. As routine tasks get automated, the work that remains is going to be profoundly human-centric. These abilities are often dismissed as soft skills, but they're going to become the hard currency of the modern economy. Beyond these superpowers, the mindset of continuing to learn is non-negotiable. The goal isn't just to keep your current job, but is to be prepared for your future one, a job that may not even exist yet. It's not enough to know how to use AI, but how to use it most effectively without becoming reliant on it or blind to the potential pitfalls of it. It is essential to learn how to use AI, but also just as essential to learn when to not use AI. While the world may not need as many switchboard operators or blacksmiths as they used to, those who learned to adapt to changing times fared better in the long run than those who stubbornly refused to acknowledge what reality was. You may not necessarily like or agree with the changes that AI presents, but unfortunately you have to learn to accept them. I do have a course coming out in mid-October 2025 that's going to teach you how to best and most responsibly use AI in your job. Pre-sales will be starting soon. Sign up at the link below to get on the email list, and I'll send you a special discount on the course when pre-sales begin. You'll even get this free AI model guide for signing up. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to stay notified when the course is available and when pre-sales will be starting. Also be sure to like and comment and share this video. Pleasing the YouTube algorithm is essential to spreading awareness of our project, and that's the best way to do that. So what jobs are you hoping AI will relieve you from having to ever do again? Let us know in the comments below. And until next time, good job.